Welcome back to Money Talk JA, the channel where we break down the biggest financial stories shaping Jamaica, the diaspora, and your wallet. And today, trust me, you're going to hear about one of the most unbelievable deep dives we have ever done. Because this video is titled, The Truth About Jamaica's US $500 million Scam Industries. The stories big businesses won't tell you. And by the time we finish, you're going to look at the Jamaican economy, the private sector, and even some of your favorite companies with brand new eyes. So let's talk truth, numbers, and secrets. Because this is a story that plenty people whisper about, but almost nobody come on camera and say it openly. If you want more videos like this, please hit the like and subscribe to the channel. It will really help the channel grow. Plus, you will receive notification when we release more content like this in the future. Now, to understand Jamaica's scam industry, the real scope of it, not the liquor sanitized version you hear on the news, you have to understand one fact. Scamming in Jamaica isn't just a crime problem, it's an economic force. It's a shadow industry. It's a full-blown underground economy, earning an estimated, get this, 300 to 500 million US dollar every single year. That means scamming is no bigger than some of Jamaica's legal industries. It's bigger than the mango exports. It's bigger than some manufacturing categories. Bigger than most entertainment sectors. Let that sink in. You could lock up every scammer on the island today, and the Jamaican economy would feel the shockwaves within months. That's how large and integrated this operation has become. But here is where the story gets really messy. Scamming money doesn't just disappear into thin air. It gets spent. It gets invested. It gets laundered. It enters the system through businesses that you probably shop at, banks you probably have an account with, taxis that you take, apartments you rent, and even some churches that some people attend. And while the average Jamaican sees scammers flashing the big chains on TikTok, what they don't see is the complex financial ecosystem behind the scenes that quietly benefit from the flows of these underground dollars. Let's start with the first uncomfortable truth. The scamming economy props up certain business sectors more than people would like to admit. Think about car dealerships, new and used. Jamaica has one of the highest rates of flashy car purchases per capita in the region. And plenty of dealers would openly admit, off the record of course, that the young men buying brand new Mark X's, Audis, BMWs, and expensive motorcycles with cash have become a major part of their revenue. If scamming disappeared tomorrow, the luxury used car market would collapse almost instantly. Several dealerships would have to downsize, some would have to close. And then there's apartments. Every Jamaican knows a scheme in Kingston or Montego Bay where you look at the parking lot and you say, wait, how come everybody in here have a luxury car? High-end rentals, especially those charging 150 to 400,000 Jamaican dollars a month, are heavily funded by scam money flowing through the system. Developers benefit quietly. The realtors benefit quietly. The landlords benefit quietly. Nobody is running out to ask, where all this money coming from? Big business enjoy the cash and they stay silent. But today, Money Talk JA is pulling back the curtain. Here's the second truth they don't want to talk about. Scamming has created an economy within an economy. And the ripple effects go far beyond the scammers themselves. Hardware stores, furniture stores, phone stores, electronic dealers, nightclubs, supermarkets, The cash flows like rainfall, quiet, steady, and unapologetically. When scammers get paid, they don't save it. They spend it aggressively. They stimulate sectors that would otherwise be struggling. That spending is not small either. Millions of US dollars get circulated in Jamaica's communities every week. And in Jamaica, where cash is king, millions can move through the system without ever touching a bank. Speaking of banks, here is a third uncomfortable truth. Financial institutions benefit also. Now let's be clear, we're not saying that the banks support scamming, but we are saying that the banks benefit from deposits, fees, withdrawals, loans, and general liquidity in the economy. Even when banks freeze suspicious accounts, even when they shut down high-risk profiles, those funds still touch the system. Some banks use those frozen funds to offset their losses. Some gain from transaction fees before the accounts get flagged. And everyone inside the industry knows that the banks absolutely prefer a moving economy over a stagnant one. Now let's talk about the business people who know exactly what is going on, but they pretend they don't. Ask any businessman in Montego Bay or parts of St. James, Hanover or Westmoreland. They will tell you quietly, scammer money is everywhere. Not everybody like it, not everybody support it, but everybody see it. And some large businesses, they don't report anything unless a case become too noisy. Why? Because when cash flows, business grows. And in Jamaica, where the margins are tight and the competition is fierce, some companies would rather keep their mouth shut and collect the money. But the story goes even deeper. Scamming has transformed whole communities. It influences construction booms. It drives the local job markets. It funds micro businesses. It pays for the sound systems, the parties, the events, and local marketing. Even some legitimate business hustlers, they benefit indirectly. Hairdressers, barbers, mechanics, food vendors. The underground economy support the overgrown economy, whether we like it or not. And here is the fourth truth. The violence associated with scamming is real, and it carries a hidden cost to the economy. When scammers fall out over money, when network break down, when greed gets out of control, the result is shooting, reprisal, and instability that slow down tourism and local investment. Scamming money may boost spending in the short term, but it also creates some long-term risk. Businesses won't expand in areas with high violence. Investors won't build factories where they fear extortion. Crime pushes up the national security budget, which pushes down the country's ability to invest in education, health, and growth. Jamaica loses billions because of scamming-related violence. But you see, the big business don't really discuss this because it makes some of them uncomfortable. Scamming helped them out in one pocket, but it hurt them in another. Now, let us talk about the recruitment pipeline, the thing nobody wants to admit. Scamming has become a career path. Young Jamaican men are recruited at 13, 14 and 15 year old. Some of them are lookouts. Some of them are the phone runners. Some of them are the script writers. Some learn to mimic the American accent better than most Americans. It's an entire industry with departments like marketing, sales, customer service, collections, and profit sharing. Some scamming networks operate more efficiently than actual companies registered with the Companies Office of Jamaica. That's how far it has gone. And yet, the biggest problem isn't even the scammers. It's the lack of opportunities that pushes people into this world. The same big businesses that stay quiet about the benefits of scam money are the same ones that don't provide enough jobs or pay enough wages to keep the young men out of the criminal networks. It's a cycle that feeds itself. Low wages pushes people to scamming. Scamming money flows quietly into businesses. Businesses grow without addressing the underlying issue, and so the cycle continues. But here is the final truth. Jamaica will never fully solve the scam epidemic until it deals with the economic vacuum that created it. As long as a 20-year-old can make $1 million Jamaican dollar a week scamming, while the average Jamaican make 80,000 Jamaican dollar a month working full-time, the underground economy will always win. And big businesses, they know this. They don't say it publicly, but they know that the competition isn't another company. It's the scammer with a burner phone, a US call list, and an unlimited supply of desperation. So what's the real takeaway? Jamaica's scam industry is not a side hustle. It's not a trend. It's not a joke. It's a $500 million US shadow market shaping the financial landscape of the country in ways that most Jamaicans never see. It boots, it destroys, it circulates, it corrupts, it props up, it destabilizes. And while the government tries to shut it down, while the police make arrests, while the headlines talk about the raids, the truth is that the machine continues running because too many sectors benefit quietly from the money. This is Money Talk JA, and today we pull back the curtain on one of Jamaica's biggest unspoken truth. If you want more deep dives like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with somebody who needs to see it. And check the video on screen to watch another Money Talk JA investigation. Thanks for watching, and catch you later. Catch you in the next video.